The Huawei Pura 80 Ultra has impressed everyone with its artistic design and powerful periscope camera, especially with its switchable dual telephoto setup. But now, Huawei is getting ready to shift focus towards another major flagship, the Mate 80 series. And from the early hints we're getting, the Mate 80 might actually bring an even better zoom camera than the one we see in the Pura 80 Ultra. This would be a big move because the Pura 80 Ultra already sits at the top of the camera game, but according to new leaks and insider tips, Huawei isn't done innovating yet. In fact, the Mate 80 series might feature a completely new periscope zoom camera architecture that could push smartphone photography to the next level. A well-known tipster named Smart Pikachu recently shared that the Mate 80 series will have a brand new periscope module. And here's the interesting part: it's not just a small upgrade or a slight improvement over the Pura 80 Ultra. Instead of using the same switchable dual telephoto lens system found on the Pura 80 Ultra, Huawei might introduce a totally different periscope lens concept. Although the exact details of this new camera setup are still under wraps, this move suggests that Huawei is trying to separate the Mate and Pura series in terms of camera strategy. Where the Pura line focuses on artistic photography and stylish camera designs, the Mate series may now lead the charge in zoom performance and raw imaging power. To understand how big this upgrade could be, let's quickly go through the recent evolution of Huawei's periscope zoom cameras. Back with the P60 Pro, Huawei launched its ultra-lighting periscope zoom technology. This innovation allowed the camera to absorb up to 178% more light compared to earlier models. It had an f/.1 aperture, which made it great for capturing detailed zoom shots even in poor lighting. Then came the Pura 70 Ultra, which took things even further. It brought in a super focusing pop-out periscope camera, complete with a large f/.1 aperture and up to 35x super macro zoom. This meant you could get incredibly close to small objects and still see stunning detail. The latest Pura 80 Ultra advanced this tech by adding a switchable dual telephoto system. With this, you can move between different zoom ranges smoothly, while keeping your shots clear, sharp, and well lit, even in darker surroundings. It's one of the most advanced zoom camera systems in the smartphone world right now. But now, the Mate 80 series might top all of that. Huawei is reportedly developing a new kind of periscope architecture, something completely different from what we've seen in both the P60 and the Pura 70 or 80 series. If this new system delivers better zoom quality, more clarity, and better performance in low light, then it could easily outshine the Pura 80 Ultra in terms of camera capabilities. It's also worth noting that the Mate series has always represented Huawei's cutting-edge technology. So if the company is saving its best camera system for the Mate 80, it wouldn't be too surprising. And since the Pura 80 Ultra already offers an artistic lens with stylish switching features, it makes sense that Huawei would now aim to make the Mate 80 the new king of camera hardware. Now, apart from the zoom camera, the Mate 80 series is also expected to get upgrades in its primary camera system. While there aren't many details available yet, it's clear that Huawei wants to deliver more than just a good telephoto lens. The main camera is likely to receive major improvements too, possibly in terms of light sensitivity, stabilization, and color accuracy. Another thing to look out for is the chip powering the Mate 80 series. Although Huawei hasn't confirmed anything officially, many are expecting a new Kirin chip to arrive with this flagship. If this happens, we could see a strong performance boost not just in photography, but across the entire phone experience. So what does all this mean for the average user? If you're someone who loves taking photos from a distance, capturing small details, or shooting in low light, then the Mate 80 might be a phone to wait for. And if Huawei really does deliver an even better periscope camera than the Pura 80 Ultra, then we might be witnessing the rise of the most powerful zoom camera ever on a phone. Of course, we'll have to wait for official confirmation and real-world testing to know how good this new system really is. But from everything we know so far, Huawei is clearly pushing the boundaries once again. Whether or not the Mate 80 can beat the Pura 80 Ultra in actual use will be something we'll all be watching closely. But one thing is certain, Huawei is not slowing down when it comes to smartphone camera innovation. And the Mate 80 might just be its next masterpiece.